Hey everybody, this is Dan Dismack here for deucescrack.com, and today we're going to talk about getting ready to improve your poker game. In this video, we'll discuss table seat names or positions, as well as their importance. So here we have a empty 6-max table. When we talk about poker, we often refer to ourselves, as you'll see on our forums, as the hero and the people we play against as the villains. Clearly, we can see that's a bit of a problem though, because we have one hero at the table and 5 villains. So we actually use the position of the player to describe who they are on the table. Now, what is position? If I had to give you a definition, I'd say position is your seat at the table as described relative to the posted blinds. The blinds that are posted before every hand. So when we go back to the table here, we see we have the button and the 2 blinds. But now we want to start being able to refer to the other villains by their position, starting with the player first to act immediately to the left of the big blind, also known as under the gun. So this villain here that I've pointed out would be referred to as under the gun, or UTG for shorthand. An easy way to think of it is it's the first person to act before the flop, so they're almost under the gun. The hand doesn't start until they make their decision. Moving along to the right now, there's 2 names for this seat. Middle position or under the gun +1 would both suffice. More often in 6-max, probably referred to as middle position or MP or UTG +1 for shorthand. This shorthand is very helpful for the forums. These 2 seats are what we refer to as early position when referring to pre-flop play. As we'll get into in later videos, early position would be these 2 seats. So we're going to move along now to the right here, and this next villain is known as the cutoff, CO for shorthand. And now we come to the hero's seat. We're all familiar with the dealer button or dealer chip from a live poker game, and that's represented here by a digital object for online poker, and we just refer to this seat as the button. The best seat in the game, and simple as that. These 2 seats, though, we do refer to as late position. So we have early position and under the gun and middle position, and late position is the cutoff and button. To the left is the simplest ones. We know that before each hand of Texas Hold'em, the big blind and small blind are posted, and both players are just referred to by those. There's no special shorthand, BB or SB, but just big blind and small blind for those 2 seats. So I guess the question that comes to mind is, why do we care? If it's not just about talking about the hands, which is part of it, why do we really care? And yeah, that's really one of the main things, is it helps us share hands with others. When I want to be able to describe what happened, I don't want to have to say villain 1 raised and villain 2 called and villain 3 3-bet. No, it's under the gun raised and middle position called, and I was on the button. As far as me being on the button, that's also going to help me with my pre-flop hand selection. In the next few videos, we're going to cover what hands we play from which seat based on the position name. So that's pretty important. That's it for this video, and we'll be back with some more discussing pre-flop hand selection. Until next time, this is Dan Smack for deucescrack.com, and I'll see you on the forums.